Alright, hey guys, I know, spooky, right? I put on some skins on my eyes, shaved my head, I got the skizzers going, yeah, did a little bit of aesthetic work on my character here. But we did get the mammoth, the new one tamed. It actually has a lot better health than the last one, by to the tune of probably 2,000 more. When I tamed it up, so that was pretty good. Its weight was a little lower. Its stam was about the same. Its melee was slightly lower, but the health is really nice. So um, this guy's a pretty good start. So look, I gotta say, I love Drew here, and I love the. Oh, I haven't named the mammoth. All right. I feel like summoning spirits each time I come to name one. So Bruce Willis. Yes, for any Key and Peele fans out there, Bruce Willis is my shiznit. All right, so we got Bruce Willis here, and Drew has been a trusty companion, doing pretty well on the stats here for the Dire Bear, and we got a Dire Bear saddle when we were farming some of those races the other day. So not too shabby there. But the thing is that I am, despite this guy being, fast, land mount, and everything, you can't really use flyers in Genesis. Now, I don't know if I'm going to enable them at some point. What I want to do about that, but I do know that I can at least get a Bloodstalker, which is essentially a flyer. I think it's really silly that they don't allow flyers in this game. They did it for the quests, but to be quite honest, and like a Bloodstalker is one of the fastest quote flying mounts, and it can even technically fly. I'll show you guys when we go and tame one. So that's a long-winded way of saying we're going to get a Bloodstalker today. So I've been working on getting a butt ton of blood packs. Yes, those are both technically accurate terms. And there are a couple of ways to do that. So I'll be showing you how I like to go tame Bloodstalkers. What are some methods for collecting blood packs, especially when you're solo. So we'll go over that pretty quickly here. I just want to get a little bit of cooked meat while I'm preparing for this mission. So yeah, it's hard to travel around. The woolly can, it's not going to be affected by things like microraptors as much, or Uteranuses, or sorry, not Uteranuses, Therazinos, because the Therazinos can't hit you when you're on the mount. The bear, like, it's great that you can use guns and stuff off of its back, but the Theries, since they are so ubiquitous around this area, I don't really like fighting them because I just get injured instead, and that's not really the point. So I need more mobility before we start doing more things, so that's what we're going to do today. And getting a Bloodstalker is a very involved process, especially. It's just a very involved process. It is one of the more complicated tames in Ark, but it's also one of the it's an adventure to get one of these guys. It really is, and they tame you in the most horrifying way possible. Basically, what you need for them are blood packs. So the way that you tame them, the way that you can convince these creatures to be your friends, is that they drain you of blood, of your blood, until they are full of blood, and then they're like, oh, hey, we're friends now. Except not really, because if you do lose, I think, if the Bloodstalker is low on health, like if it's at 30% or something like that, it will start to drain you or any tame that it can find. So it is a terrifying thing it is nightmare fuel. But it is one of the most fun mounts. It basically looks like a mosquito and a spider had a baby and then mutated in size about 100 times or so, or maybe even 1,000. They're pretty terrifying things, but once they're on your side, you basically feel like Spider-Man roaming around. So why do I have cooking pots? So there are a couple ways to do this. This is the way that I like to do it. Look, it's called Ark Survival Evolved. I don't like killing myself on purpose if I don't have to, so I tend not to. I kind of like that aspect of it, but you can sort of cheat your way around this method. I'll tell you how in a little bit, and it is faster, less resource intensive. It's probably the preferred method for most people, but I just don't ethically, if that makes sense, like to do it that way. So what I do instead is I make these. Okay, let me actually fill up one of these. No, I can't. When it's snowing, I have to be outside. So I do have some water. Okay, perfect. You just and this. I'll also show you how to make health potions. It took me way too long in the game to. I even asked a bunch of people, like, how is there something that I could, like, some kind of health potion recipe? That would be great. As awesome as cooked meat is, you can only really get, um, any health restored if you happen to also be hungry. So it's not really the perfect on-demand thing when you need health. Blood packs actually is a way, but it is a more. I mean, depending on how you look at it, it's not my preferred. I mean, ideally you have both of them, and that works. But what I like to do is I don't have an industrial cooker yet, which I kind of wanted to wait for, but to be quite honest, I feel a little gimped not being able to fly around. So I'm gonna go try to tame a max level or close to max level blood stalker, and here's how I like to do it. I play some doors, and I tell the fire to light itself. And eventually, this is like potions class, so I'm basically Professor Snape right now. All you need is, I think it's 2 narcotic, 20 tinto berries, and a water, and just a fuel source. I would say I would prefer thatch for this because you're also going to make, and boom, you got it. I prefer thatch because you will also make charcoal, and eventually the tinto berries and the charcoal will make red dye, which if you want some red dye, cool, but if you're really just trying to grind out blood packs, that's going to get in the way. So I'd recommend thatch, since thatch does not leave charcoal residue. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I did, and I got, like, I don't know, how much is it? 700 blood packs. So yeah, that works. Another thing you can do is you can go and make a bunch of beds and just use your syringe and drain your blood over and over again. So that's another thing you can do, and you can just make like 5 beds, stack them all on top of each other, and you just keep dying and getting your body. It's gruesome. It's a gruesome process. So if you want to do it the sort of paladin way, I would recommend doing it this way. If you want to do it the necromancer way, go ahead and do it that way. The second way, honestly, is more efficient. So I would recommend that. So with 700 blood packs, I really hope I'll be able to get what I need. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need any kind of. Oh yeah, we also made a fridge. So welcome to the 20th century. Haha. So we got the generator going. We're gonna start getting some more advanced things, but it's really like, it really is. I need mobility so that I can go and collect metal and crystal a little easier. The Bloodstalker is such a versatile mount, so we gotta have it. It's one of my favorites. All right, so let's get down here, and we're gonna go head into the bog. The way I like to tame it, I'm actually going to leave little Justin behind, just for safety. Don't want anyone snatching him up. You good, Justin? You good? You can write any hit songs today? Okay, I bet you will. Give him some health. I like to use the ghillie armor for this. I did get a little bit. I got the journeyman ghillie piece the other day, so that was nice. Nothing too fancy. But yeah, as I said, this Power Ranger armor's bin fills up very fast. I don't need all of this loot. I did get an apprentice mining drill. These things are amazing. I'll show you guys how to use these in a bit. But like things like the slingshot and the bow, I'm just gonna drop eventually, and I probably will soon. So that's what we got for running a few missions yesterday in the ocean. So not too bad. Yeah, I don't need to. I'll just keep a couple armor pieces on me in case. So what I decided to do is to, yeah, I'm gonna use the ghillie. I don't want to use the bug spray. I think that's a bit overkill. And I'm not gonna bring a tame. So it's just gonna be little old me. I do have some parachutes, I think. Yeah, just in case these things, decide to drop me, which sometimes they do, and that's always never fun. And I should probably actually make a couple sleeping bags just in case. I'm gonna go get some hide. I think I am pretty low on hide. Okay. 2 should be fine. And we're gonna go out into the bog. I absolutely despise the bog, but here we are. It's a necessary evil for something like this. And I generally know where they spawn, and I'm going to be using these grappling hooks. I think that's the way to get around the height disadvantage that I have. So let's get this started in here. I think probably, I don't know, maybe the east is a good place to spawn for this. I don't know exactly. Okay, just making sure my tames are out of the picture. Okay, fantastic. All right, Drew and Bruce, I salute you. Salud, bienvenidos, and hopefully I don't die. And you come back with a terrifying new friend. Sounds great. Alrighty, but the ghillie does help a metric ass ton. It really does. Especially in the bog. I mean, I think your aggro radius is reduced by about 50% or something. Which is pretty huge, especially in such an aggro-heavy area. I mean, it's just necessary. And, I could, I could use my mammoth and go to where I need to go. But I kind of like the sort of, Green Beret, G.I. Joe adventure here on foot. And with the ghillie, it makes it a lot easier. So yeah, where am I exactly? They tend to spawn kind of in this middle area. So they're up high in the trees, basically, all up in there. And they tend to cluster kind of around each other. Oh man, I should have got some bolas. Well, I do have a shotgun, so actually that's fine. I'll just blast anything in the face at this point that tries to kill me. Shotgun is massively powerful. Once you get the shotgun, you are, I mean, you're as tough as most dinos, really. Even the prim level shotgun. Whew, got on there. Got on there. Yeah, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty nifty. Gosh, just haven't seen a single one yet. Alright, I'm going to keep searching around. I might have to go back and get more, but I'll bring you guys back once I see something. Alright guys, so we finally have some good news. It took me 30 minutes or so, probably more, to get here. I finally found some Bloodstalkers. A pro tip, I remember this the first time I ever encountered one was, it's near, it's basically right around here. It is near one of the glitches, and I got caught by one the first time. I didn't know what it was. I was just like, oh crap, I'm entangled in a web, and I died and I fell. I didn't even see the Bloodstalker. That's how terrifying these things can be. But they usually are on the underbellies of these kinds of things here. Oh my god, if that fly swarm messes up my day, I swear. I mean, what can I do? But holy crap! I'm so glad I spotted that now. But yeah, there is one under there. I thought, yeah, there's one right there. That is a 55, and I found a one. The first one I saw was a 140 male. So we're gonna go for this one. That looks perfect. So I just need to make sure this fly swarm might see me. I just need to make sure it's away from me, because it could mess me up. I mean, I could fight it, but they tend to go in these sort of like wavy paths. They don't really patrol necessarily. Honestly, I might just kill it, but I'm worried that the Bloodstalker might see me. I do have ghillie on, so... Oh, I'm being targeted. Okay. So, let me actually back up a bit. Just in case somehow the Bloodstalker sees me. Hello, Helena. And just get rid of these guys really quick. And Look, the proper way, good, I'm glad I got that out of the way. The proper way to actually tame these guys is for me to feed them most chops. That's apparently their favorite food. Super weird. They changed this in a fairly recent patch. Normally you would just go up there and you have blood packs and those like 99% taming efficiency. Now you only get about 57% or so taming efficiency on these guys with blood packs. So I just don't want to go through all that hassle, to be quite honest, to get like 5 most chops and feed it and then use myself as bait. I don't want to go around taming a bunch of most chops. So I'm taking kind of a shortcut approach here. But the risk is that there is some other Bloodstalker around. I don't see one though. So I'm going to take off my ghillie, see if I can engage it, and then go from there. Yeah, I'm just basically going to go naked. So naked and afraid. Hopefully it sees me. If not, I can just parachute right in its face. And that should be fine. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna parachute right in his face. Whew! This is the moment we've been waiting for, guys. Alright. Let's do it. Hello, sir. Please eat me. I'm right here. I'm delicious food. Please, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? There we go. Okay. I was going to have to grapple back up. But yeah, like I said, you can grapple and parachute, use those two things in tandem. So, yeah, I mean, just look how terrifying this is. Can I K? Yeah, okay, a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much how you tame this thing. That's how we become friends. Isn't that the one of the most sadistic and cruel things you've ever seen? Oh my god. Okay, so it's... Alright. You see it's consuming blood packs. I think I got this guy actually super easily. If I do my math correctly, what, so 10... It's at 10% almost. Once it's at 10, this should be easier to calculate. 10% requires about... Oh yeah, I am like way over. This is great. So I need like 400 blood packs. I got kind of lucky on this one. Now this is small tribe settings, except for experience, as I said. It is 2.5, but still, like I think on regular settings, it's like 1,300 blood packs for a max level or something. So this is actually kind of on the low side. I think I got lucky. I'm going to go ahead and put my ghillie on, actually. Just in case there is some Bloodstalker or even insect swarm floating around here, that would, you know, ruin my day. I hate to have to go back and, you know, get all these blood packs again. So once this tames up, yeah. I think I was just hitting the wrong tree at first, guys. Yeah, so that glitch, and then there's another glitch out there. Yeah. So kind of around these glitches, sort of in the center area, yeah, is where you should be looking for these guys. Which makes sense. I mean, the game wants to draw your attention. Oh, there's several. Yeah, it's that one over there that I first encountered. I have the first lovely encounter with this situation over here. Oh, this is a female Bloodstalker. I don't know why I thought it was a male. Okay. See, guys, I don't see gender, so look how woke I am. But yeah, so that's, yeah, there's one right there. Now I'm seeing a bunch of them. Yeah, like I said, they tend to cluster around. They're in the center area near the glitches, so look out for those. But it would make sense that Ark is like, hey, come look at this. They're like baiting you like it's you know cheese on a fish hook or something. Come check this out. Free hexagons and experience. JK Bloodstalkers. Welcome to Ark. So yeah, it does take a while to tame up. It has consumed 209 blood packs. Okay, I'm surprised my math was off a bit. But, I mean, I was just seeing the same things you guys saw. So this will be about 500, close to 500 blood packs. Unless it's somehow, like, not linear. I don't know. We'll be fine, in any case. These things are great. Let me see. Okay, I can't tell if that seems about average. I can't really tell if it's good or not. Um, yeah. But I'm going to pump this thing full of weight because I kind of want to use this like an Archie. Like I said, I haven't determined if I'm going to enable flyers or not. I think for now I won't. I think it's so silly. You'll see. Like, it's so silly that they don't allow fly. This thing is basically a flyer. It's one of the fastest flyers. So it's strange to me. I mean, they did that for the quests so that you don't like skip over some, because some of them, like if you use a flyer, it helps a lot. But then I just those times I use the Bloodstalker anyway, and I'd rather use that versus like an RG or something. God, this thing is so. It looks like it's injecting me with poison, or maybe I just had too much Chipotle earlier, and it's really unrelated to the taming. That very much could be it. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. At least you can't smell it. But this Bloodstalker doesn't seem to be bothered by it, which is like, wow, you must have no nose. Almost there. I really hope it doesn't drop me right after taming. That happened to me one time, and I didn't have a parachute on me because I didn't know what I was doing. But honestly, you should keep a parachute on you almost at all times. Ark does have its bugs. It's an amazing game. But at times, sometimes you'll just spawn right above your base. Like, I don't know, maybe 1 in 250 logins, I'll like spawn and I'm flying outside of my base, and just always keep a parachute on you. Single player PvE, PvP doesn't matter. And especially for this situation, you'll need multiple parachutes most likely when you are taming the Bloodstalker, because there are no flyers, and the only way to get up here really is with climbing picks. Or spotting, like, you just happen to get lucky and there's one sort of like literal low-hanging fruit Bloodstalker and you just tame it, and then you go tame like the level you want. If that's not the one, that's the other way, but still that's hard to do. Alright, almost here.
But are you feeling right?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great, Helena, yeah. Woo! Alright, let's make like a tree and get the fuck out of here. And let me show you how to use this thing. God, that is awesome. It's so terrifying, isn't it? Alright, west. Let's go. This is one of the most sophisticated and well-designed creatures in Ark, so I can't wait to show you how it works. Let me just get to the base, and yeah, that'll be great. Wow. Took me a long time to get you, buddy. Buddy? Is this thing really Buddy? If anyone names their... Maybe I will name my Bloodstalker Buddy. Oh, it's such an unfitting name. I'm gonna do that. I love it. I love it. Hey, buddy. Yeah, it's gonna be my buddy. Maybe I will get this metal while we're here. This is the only metal node near my home, which is part of the reason that... Part of the inspiration of, like, getting something other than the dire bear to help me collect resources. Obviously the mammoth is great for wood, but you know, it isn't everything. Probably need to drop some of this stone. Yeah. Well, let's just get back. This thing is almost encumbered. Oh, it's so heavy. Woo! Hey guys, I'm back! Oh my god, this thing is amazing. Alright, so let me put this metal in, and let me show you how to use this guy. I mean, this whole thing, this whole orchestra to get a Bloodstalker takes like several hours. So there was a lot of back prep for this. There was a lot of in-between prep, unfortunately. I totally underestimated how many... you know, just how difficult it is to get up there without climbing picks. I had to come back to base several times. I made like 60 of those grapples. Man. Okay, so what do I have on me? I should probably also put my fur armor on me. Alright, this is good for now. Let me just put some of this meat over here. Maybe I'll actually cook some while we're doing this. I think I have any wood on me. Alright. Let's get my fur, because it's cold out here, guys. Am I missing a fur piece? Or did I bring one with me? I think I must have brought my chest piece with me accidentally or something. Or no, where's my my fur cap? Oh, no, that's right. It is the, it's the devil eyes. It's so weird it didn't, yeah, it's called primitive vampire eyes instead of fur. I don't like that. I forgot that they do that. Alright, Justin, I'll leave you here because this is a little bit terrifying, okay, buddy? Keep writing those hit songs. Alright, actually, speaking of buddy, just the name of my Bloodstalker is Buddy. Oh, I don't know why I find that so funny. Alright, so let me show you the toolkit of the Bloodstalker. This thing is incredible, you guys. So here's one of the first things. If you hold down spacebar, it charges up and it can basically super jump. Yeah. Here's why it's basically a flyer. Because then if you hit control, and you hit control again, look. Is that not a flyer? Are you, like, serious? And then if you hit left click, you get a single string. If you hit double click, you get a double string. And the double string is stronger, but it's kind of mathematical how it works. So it's like, it's stronger than the single, but there's tension force between the two, right? So it's like, of course you get double, so it's stronger. But if they're spread apart, then it's slower than the single one, if that makes sense. So like if I somehow hit, you know, 2 trees, or kind of like that may or may not be faster than the single. So I would keep that in mind. Like I said, I'm going to pump a weight on this guy because he's going to be my buddy. He's going to get resources for me. I want this guy with, like, I don't know, well over 1,000 carry weight, especially if I'm not going to use RGs. It's not a terrific fighter, but it does have a C move. Let's see if I can kill something, show you guys. It probably does like 60 damage or so, just right off the gate as a high level one. And also it has this. So things that it can. Here's the thing that it did to me. You can use the left click and you can drag in small creatures. The Equus is it's basically human-sized creatures. The Equus is probably one of the largest ones. But you can also see it. So this is why it's such a great PvP mount, because it can see humans. So if someone's hiding like around a corner, you can actually see where they are because there will be an outline. So they have spider vision. You can turn that off if you want to, but honestly, I don't know why the heck you would. And this is instead of feeding it meat or whatever, you don't need to feed it blood packs. You can feed it meat, just regular old meat. But this is also how it feeds. I mean, poor little Equus. I'm sorry, buddy. This is you're just in a simulation. Shh, it's okay. It's okay. Just in a simulation. But obviously it is a carnivore. It does harvest. Let's see, is there anything else that I can tell you about these guys? I mean, they are pretty incredible creatures for real. So, I mean, look how is this not the fastest flyer in the game? I mean, that's why I just can't believe the devs were like, nope, you can't use RGs, you can't use anything else. Like, why would I want to? So, like, why would you prevent me? So it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it's just such a versatile creature. I will be very upset if and when this thing... Oh, can it grab an RG? Wow, I think it can. I thought I saw an outline on it. Maybe not, though. But anyway, this is the Bloodstalker, you guys. We didn't do any missions today, but this thing took up all of my time, as you can imagine. I mean, but how well worth it is it? This is like the RG of Genesis, but even, like, it's the vicious version of the RG in Genesis. So, like, it doesn't have quite the utility, but it is far better for many other things. It can even swim underwater, and it is one of the fastest creatures underwater. It can't use its webs underwater. It can use its sea attack. Oh yeah, let me show you guys just how much damage it does on this Dodic. I'm not going to kill you, buddy. I'm just going to scare you a little bit. Not my buddy, this buddy, this Dodicosaurus. Or I'll just kill the dodo. I'll let the Dodic go about its day and eat its rocks. So yeah, 52. Not super strong, but it's something in a pinch. And really, if you're going to kill something that's around that size, just draw it in with the web. Yeah, so just draw it in with the web if you're going to kill something that size, and you should be good to go. All right, guys, we will get back to missions in the next episode. I was thinking about doing the actually the Bloodstalker race. You don't need a Bloodstalker for it. The game gives you one, just like in the other races we saw, and you get some decent materials from there. But honestly, this has gone on a long time today, so getting a Bloodstalker is such an involved process. I'm so glad we got a little buddy over here. All right, guys, I'm going to wait until my beautiful hair grows out until next time, and see you guys then.